Hey guys, welcome to My Way Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the next 7 days for Aries placements. So if you have Aries as your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury or North Node in your birth chart, this reading will be for you. Everything that you need to know about myself, the reading or the channel can be found in the description box below. So we're going to get into your read. This is the Modern Witch Tarot deck that we're using today. So, Angels of Love and Light, could we please have clear and concise messages for Aries placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury and North Node? What do they need to know for the current energies for the next 7 days from whenever they come across this timeless reading? What do they need to know, please and thank you? What do they need to know, please and thank you? 2 more shuffles and then we'll cut up the deck and get into your read. So thank you for bearing with me, guys. I really appreciate it. So a few cards already fell out for you, so I'm quite intrigued to find out what's going on there. So, bottom of the deck we have the Six of Swords. Okay, and what else do we have here? Why do I get a feeling you have a lot going on? 10 of Pentacles, Death card, Scorpio energy. Well, we're currently in Scorpio season, so there's something quite synchronistic about this. 3 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, and the Magician, Gemini, Virgo, Scorpio. Wow, okay. So, automatically here, I'm obviously getting something shifting to do with your finances. Wow. 9 of Swords and the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Well, there you are. Okay. So guys, I really get that for some of you, you may have recently sold a property, or that's what you're looking into. I feel like there's this transitional phase you're going through right now. Some of you may have a new job on the horizon. There potentially could be a promotion. There could be a new project that's coming through. And you may have a little bit at first, 333 just come up on my timer, have a little bit of difficulty getting comfortable in this new place, new situation, new project, new job, whatever this is. But I feel like you'll get the hang of things relatively quickly, like you'll swing into things pretty quickly, and it's going to be a bit of a balancing act at first, but I feel ultimately you're kind of optimistic and hopeful in regards to whatever this big change is bringing in for you. You know, there could be some sort of sudden upheaval that's taking place. Now, I'm getting, for instance, like some of you you're expecting of this and some of you are not. But you have felt that something is going to be changing. Like, I'm getting a simultaneous ending and a new beginning all happening at once. Because obviously we can't bring in new if we're hanging on or holding on to the old. So I feel like there was a sense of fear about a big change coming through for you. But actually now you're taking it all in your stride, or you will be. And 444 just come up on my timer. And I feel like you've got a lot of assistance and help and support and reassurance around you right now. And I feel like if it's not necessarily certain people in your life, then I'm picking up on very ethereal spiritual energy. So I'm getting like your spirit guides, God, source, the universe, your angels, guardian angels. That's, you know, coming through for me very strongly. So even if you feel like you're dealing with something very much on your own, you're not on your own, right? You've got an ally with you. I'm hearing at all times. And that's not to say to freak you out or anything, right? But you have that kind of energy there, is the best way that I can put it, that is making sure that everything will run relatively smoothly for you. Obviously there may be a few bumps in the road, but overall all's well that ends well. That's what I'm getting. So there's something pretty drastic happening to your material world, like this switch up, this change. And I'm getting that you may also be very much focused on your family right now. I mean, you may have children, or you're focusing on your immediate family, or your friendships, your loved ones, or people that you work with. Connections are getting to be quite important for you. So you could be realizing that there are certain individuals who are only meant to be in your life temporarily. I'm hearing for a season, and there was a reason why there was that particular dynamic, that connection. But something about this particular dynamic or connection is not necessarily hitting home for you anymore. So you may feel like there's a sense of not being as connected to that person, like you're not as aligned with that person as you may have been once before, or you're seeing things differently from this person. And there may have been this sense of, I'm hearing strain on the connection or a relationship, and you're not willing to continue to feel this type of way. So I feel like for some of you, you are letting go of certain people, and you're realizing that it's okay that certain connections are not meant to be there kind of forever, right? So there's certain people that I feel like you're letting go of. I feel ultimately you have done of everything to keep of something going, or to work or build on a situation, but then there's a realization that a cycle is coming to an end, coming to a close. There's an end of an era, and you're in this rebirth process whereby the people who are meant to be in your life and that are encouraging you on this, I'm hearing, new path that you're on, will be there with you for the long haul. And these other people, even though if you've known them for a very long time, or they are family members or what have you, right, there could just be the sense of disassociation, right? Even if you can't completely cut somebody out of your life or go no contact, I feel like you're manifesting for things to be somewhat different now. And I'm hearing, and that's okay. That's okay. But you're ready for a new dawn and a new day, and you're feeling good, right? As cheesy, as cliche, as whatever as that sounds, right? Because I feel like you have done the most here in regards to, I'm hearing, appeasing others, appealing to others, or whatever. You've made a lot of decisions in your life that have surrounded other people, been surrounding of other people, trying to make their life more easy, trying to make things more, I'm hearing, convenient for them, trying to lessen the stresses and the worries and the anxiety in everybody else's life, but what about your own? And not really taking into consideration your own needs, your own wants, your own desires here. And so that could be something that's shifting for you as well. And I feel like you're on the right track, you're on the right path with that. So there could be some people that are very much surprised that all of a sudden you're kind of standing firm in your truth and standing up for yourself, and you're kind of on some level demanding change. You know, you're showcasing it to the universe that you're ready and you're willing and you're wanting to change. You're not fearful as such as for the changes anymore. And you're surrendering and letting go of certain outcomes here, and it will be whatever it will be type of thing. And I feel like you do actually have very good intentions for those, you know, around you, but also for yourself. But I feel like the other intentions for everybody else has been more of a prominence than necessarily for you. So I feel like that's something that's switching. And I'm not getting this kind of overtly selfish energy or self-centeredness or anything like that. I'm getting more of a vibe of, you know, self-care, and not necessarily self-serving in the negative connotation of the words, but I'm getting more of a kind of like, it's actually okay for me to put myself front and center for a change. And when I feel that I'm in a really good solid position within myself and with whatever else I've got going on around me, then of course I will be there for others, right? But not to the detriment and the sacrificing of myself. So there could be this sense of a lesson that you're learning. It's taken a while to learn. There could be recently a sudden epiphany or an aha moment in regards to this, and now you're deciding to make some changes, you know, practically and materially, financially. And this is going to do big things for you. This is going to open up a new gateway and allow for all this new energy to come through for you, which is really exciting. Okay, so obviously with the messages, guys, they are general. Please only take what you feel resonates and leave the rest, and please use your own sense of discernment in regards to these messages. But look, with the Ace of Wands, you are ready. You're ready for the new. You're ready for a new cycle. I feel that there could also be the strong significance that's coming through with all those pentacles, right? So earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, obviously with Scorpio as well, with that death card. I'm picking up on Pluto in Capricorn. So I do believe that Pluto has been in Capricorn now for the past 16 years. And obviously we had quite a lot of pentacles there. So we had the 10, we had the 3 and the 2. So that's 15 years, right? So maybe the past 15, 16 years, like certain things have been going a particular type of way. And, you know, you've been doing your utmost to have of everything relatively settled, but it's been difficult. There's been a lot of work involved to keep of everything the way that it has, but something is shifting whereby a cycle is closing out for you, and, you know, especially the other cardinal signs, so Aries, Cancer, Capricorn and Libra. If you have those strong placements in your birth chart, like you've all kind of been, obviously everybody's been going through, you know, the effects of Pluto and Capricorn, but specifically you guys, and it's soon to move. I do believe in the next week or so, we're having Pluto moving into Aquarius, whereby that's going to be affecting a lot of the fixed signs, or if you have fixed sign placements in your like sun, moon or rising, for instance, right? And that's going to be a whole nother shift up for the next, you know, 20 years, I do believe, or something like that, right? So things are going to feel a lot lighter for you, a lot easier. You're going to have, you know, the sense of like your energy back, right? And it's like you're literally going to feel brand new, right? Which is lovely. So you guys have been through a lot. It's been very heavy. You've dealt with a lot of negativity and destructive influences and all of this, right? A lot of stagnation, but things are changing in a big way. What else is going on for Aries? Okay, that wanted to fly out. The moon, Pisces energy. Okay, we have Temperance, Sagittarius energy. So Pisces, Sagittarius, maybe moon placements could be coming through for you as an extra indicator for messages. Everything, like I said to you, is getting settled. Even if you don't necessarily see it, you feel that there is changes coming through for you. I'm hearing all will be revealed to you very soon. Yes, the Empress, Taurus, Libra energy. We also have Divine Feminine coming through. So you may resonate with this energy, or you could be dealing with one. But I'm reading energy rather than gender or sex, as you guys know. And we all have masculine and feminine energies within all of us. So I feel that there's something brewing that you're excited to get started with. It could be a new relationship. It could be a new project, a new job, a career change. You could be a little bit more open into the idea of healing here. I'm getting holistic healing, or you're looking more into the occult, like divination. exploring more of your spiritual side. I'm hearing meditation will really help at this time, especially if you felt a little bit unbalanced or ungrounded. But like I said before, even though you may feel like you're on your own, you're not. I mean, I was getting that kind of spiritual allies, right? You got this kind of angel coming through here. So you've definitely been watched out for and looked over. Yeah, as I say that with the Page of Swords, I mean, this is, you know, typically like the kind of watching over card, like looking or maybe stalking, but it's not, I'm not getting a stalking type of vibe, but you're being watched over, you're being very protected and looked out for here, okay? So you could be having very vivid or intense dreams right now. You're receiving these messages in your dreams. You could be very called to write down the interpretation of certain symbolism and signs in those dreams. This is going to really help assist you with maybe healing or kind of knowing what to do next. I'm hearing like practically. Yeah. This will help clear your mind with the Five of Wands. So if you have been in your head a bit too much, I'm hearing taking time to be a bit more passive and to be in that receptive energy is going to really assist you, rather than feeling like you're, I'm hearing having to go a million miles a minute, right? Yeah, Four of Wands. So you could be trying to change up your home right now. You could be decorating your home. You could be getting ready to sell your home, or you're celebrating something to do with maybe purchasing a new home. Maybe you're getting ready to set up your home for the holidays, you know, as we're coming up like, you know, coming up for Christmas if you celebrate Christmas or Thanksgiving. Knight of Swords. Yeah, like I said, you may have been in your head a way bit too much, and like I was getting a million, what did I say earlier? A million, you're going like a million miles a minute. Yeah, and look at them, guys. I can't even barely talk. So yeah, just give me a second. We got the two of the fastest cards in the deck coming through. You know, alongside obviously we have the Chariot as well, but the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Wands, you see how this person's on a motorbike and this is the fastest moving knight. So it's like your mind has been going a million miles a minute and you're being kind of told in some way to rest, to be a little bit more passive, to, I'm hearing touch base and check in with yourself and within your emotions, and maybe journaling is something that's coming up for you at this time, right? But yeah, with the Magician, Gemini, Virgo, Scorpio, and the Sun, Leo energy, you're manifesting some really beautiful new things in your life. That's going to make you feel very satisfied here with the Nine of Pentacles, very secure, very solid, very stable, right? And you're excited about this. Knight of Wands, there's your energy, guys. So Aries, Leo, Sag, right? You're excited about what's coming through for you. But at first you may have been a little bit apprehensive. But I'm getting that you're just surrendering now. You're surrendering to the process. Letting go of having so much control over something. Realising you can only control what you can control. And, you know, that's okay. That flew out. Strength card, Leo energy. Strong Leo is coming through. So you may have very significant Leo placements. Right? You've been very patient for something to unfold, or many things to unfold. But this patience is paying off. I'm hearing your hard work is paying off. Yeah, Page of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Yeah, I'm getting that you're eager for something to begin, or something to come through for you, or to change of a scenario. Whether that's something to do with your career, whether that's something to do with your finances, or something to do with your health, your family, I just heard, or a relationship. You're ready for change. Yeah, you're ready to bring in the new and broaden your horizons with the Three of Wands, okay? And go after your dreams with the Nine of Cups. And there you are, Aries, with the Fool. So if you felt at some point unsure or hesitant, just know everything is working out for you in your favour. And everything will kind of align in the way that it needs to, in the timing that it needs to. Yeah, again, Three of Pentacles. Everything will come together when it's meant to come together. And I'm hearing a not beforehand. So there's no point in trying to force of something to follow through or to work out, because that's just going to make you feel a certain type of way. Okay, what's that? That flew out. Three of Swords. There's been a lot of purging emotions, releasing. I'm getting something to do with this full moon energy. I do believe that within the next 7 days of me filming this, we do have the new moon in not the new moon, the full moon in Taurus. But there could be something significant about the next new moon afterwards, which will be the new moon in Sagittarius. Yes, and we have the moon, we have Sagittarius there. So there's something significant about the next couple of moon cycles for you that could be feeling very intense right now. And a lot of purging of emotions. The Hermit, Virgo energy. You're definitely being called to be more insular at this time. Even though you're very eager and keen and wanting to get going on many things, you're actually being called to settle down a little bit, to calm down a little bit, as kind of, yeah, I'm hearing, don't you tell me to calm down. If you know, it comes from a good place here, guys, you know what I mean. But like, you guys are definitely getting guided right now just to kind of check in with yourself for sure. Okay, yeah, with the High Priestess, I mean, the Hermit and the High Priestess, these people are very passive. They're very much introspective here. And you're like, well, I don't want to be looking within myself and healing. And yeah, of course, you know, you are wanting to heal, but you're not wanting to spend all of your time doing of this. Is because you feel like you've got so much other things going on, but you do need to carve out time for yourself and take you as a priority, because in the bigger picture of things, this actually is very important. There's a sense of striking a balance to making sure that your emotional needs are being met here, whereby before it was all about your material or financial needs, right? But that's something that could be seeming to be settling. You know, you could have a very good job, or you will do. There could be money regularly coming through, or investments paid off, or there could be a launching of your career or something, but you need to carve out time for yourself. And this feels very weird for you. Yeah, checking in with yourself emotionally, mentally, checking your emotional health, mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health even. And I'm also hearing being kinder to yourself, being more patient with yourself. Something could be coming up for you, or it has done, where you have just literally felt like very emotionally vulnerable and been crying a lot about something, or about many things, to be honest. I'm getting anxiety here, a lot of stress and worries. You know, when you have those days when you end up getting to this kind of negative self-talk and you go into this spiral, and it just seems to be one thing leading onto another thing, and you end up like just absolutely breaking down completely. I feel like that could be something that's relevant here. But the sense of like getting all the emotions out. So rather than repressing or suppressing of them, allowing them to flow through you and come out, because we store emotions in our body, you know? And I feel like there's something going on where you're being guided right now to cleanse and purge of your energy. I'm hearing protecting of your energy, making sure you're putting boundaries in place, saying no to people about doing of certain things, especially if you've been doing too much for everybody else and not enough for yourself, to the detriment of your own health or your overall well-being. I'm even hearing the quality of your life here. You know, you've been putting you aside and focusing on everyone else with that Two of Wands. But there's a shift up now whereby it's okay to be there for others, but not to the point whereby I'm not doing okay and I'm kind of trying to pour out to others from an empty cup, and I'm not being fulfilled within myself or feel good within myself. So there's a sense of a learning curve here to do with this. There's a cycle completing with the world, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius coming through, where you've made this major decision and now there's this huge life transition taking place whereby it's like once you've made a decision about something, it's like your mind's made up and nobody and nothing can sway you otherwise. Like that is how you feel about things. And nobody can tell you different. And I feel like there's certain things that you've had to learn along the way, like the hard way, but on your own. And you've been struggling in private with many things. And you may have felt like you couldn't talk to somebody about these issues. So you've been bottling them all up. And if you feel like you can't talk to necessarily somebody in particular, that somebody that you can trust to be there for you, or like a shoulder to cry on to support you, then writing things down will really help. I'm even getting something to do with counselling or a therapist, or if that's not necessarily something that you're interested in, I'm getting a lot of books, like reading, research online, going through blogs and articles, and I'm hearing like collecting like lots of tidbits of information and putting it all together so that it all makes sense to you, so you can piece it all together. And then that's something you can do on your own. And there could be some revelations that are coming through about what it is that you've been putting together. And now it's like, oh, I finally have clarity on this, so I understand this what now, and the reason why I'm hearing. You may also be someone who's so used to intellectualizing your emotions rather than feeling of them. It's a sense of you wanting to understand the root cause as to why these particular things are coming up for you, rather than necessarily feeling them through and understanding, you know, where the emotion is coming from, okay? It's like, it's interesting because I do believe I saw something quite a while ago whereby, you know, we store emotions in our body, but depending on the type of emotion that we're feeling, it has like a particular point in our body as to where you will feel it. So for instance, if like you're feeling, you know, anger, it's like you feel it in like, I can't quite remember, it's like you feel anger in certain places, you feel heartache, you feel sadness, like I know there's a thing, I'm gonna have to look for it and find it, but you'll know. Sorry if that doesn't make sense, but I'm getting what I'm getting. What else is going on here for Aries? Queen of Swords. What did I say about intellectualizing your emotions? Wanting to have that clarity and understanding rather than feeling of them. Wow. King and Queen coming out together? Gosh. Oh my goodness. You could be someone who's very logical, right? Someone who loves to think things through. But you do have the tendency to overthink. I'm getting analysis paralysis, right? Being in your head too much. Yeah, the Lovers. Gemini energy. There's balance and harmony and peace coming through, so that you're not going to feel as tense as you have been. Yeah, with the Nine of Wands, as I say that, you've been feeling tense, feeling tired, feeling stressed, burnt out even. Yeah, working too much, but your mind has been doing overtime as well. I'm hearing something needs to change in regards to that. Maybe you end up funneling a lot of your time into work because it pays as a distraction from what you've actually going on in your mind. So you could be someone who's like, well, I don't want to be thinking about this right now, so I'll leave it on the side. And if I throw myself into work and ignore it and repress it and suppress it and pretend that it's not there, then it's not something I have to deal with. But it's like, you see this brick wall, this wall here, it's got to a point where you've hit this wall, and it's a sense of not being able to continue in that particular way anymore. That method of doing something, that method is not working anymore. And it's triggering you in some way to change things up. But you may be like, well, I don't even know where to start. I'm not even sure what to do. But I'm hearing just start. Don't judge yourself or criticize yourself because you're not doing something in a particular way, right? I'm hearing just have at it with any what way feels best and right for you, with no judgment on yourself. Yeah, with the Star, Aquarius energy, you see how this person is. They're very free, they're very liberated, not judging themselves whatsoever. Obviously, you know, due to, you know, YouTube and everything, I've had to, you know, cover up all the cards to make sure they're decent, right? But this person isn't judging of themselves. They're not being too harsh on themselves. And I'm hearing that's going to be the gateway to really assist you with making this transition. Okay. I'm now getting called to say something about your nervous system. I'm getting something to do with emotional dysregulation and something to do with the nervous system being dysregulated or dysfunction or something like this. Now, obviously, I'm no doctor or anything like that, guys. If you feel like you have concerns about certain things, then please go and speak to somebody. But, oh gosh, didn't mean to knock that over. Yeah, I'm getting that you may be having difficulty with communicating when you're really upset about something. That's something you're working on. Okay, yeah, Ace of Swords, that's the truth. You could be realizing that you can't continue to do something in a particular way anymore. It may have served you at one time, but it's not serving you anymore. And there needs to be the transformation here. The butterflies may be very significant. I'm getting something to do with maybe other people not necessarily understanding you and where you're coming from and why you're feeling a certain type of way, because of the fact that you are not necessarily communicating in the way that you would like to, or you feel like you're blocked in some way. I'm getting something to do with the heart chakra. Oh, wow. I was meant to say throat chakra, but I said heart chakra. So I'm getting something to do with a connection between your heart chakra and your throat chakra needing to be purged or cleansed or aligned here. Have some work done on that so that you could speak your truth and communicate how you wish to from a sense of a genuine and authentic place. We're not being of detriment to yourself, but say it from a place of love. Maybe you feel that if you were to have an important conversation with someone, it's going to end in a bloodbath because of gross misunderstanding. But But I don't feel like that's necessarily the case. What else is going on here, please? Magician, Gemini, Virgo, Scorpio. We've seen that quite a few times, guys. Third time, I believe. I'm hearing third time lucky. Third time lucky. So something is third time lucky about something. Look, your energy's just come through. Queen of Wands. Everything is fine. Ten of Swords. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, third time lucky. What's that about? Emperor. Well, guys, Aries energy, you just flew out on the table. What did I say? Third time lucky. What's that about? And then you just come shooting out of here, right? We got an Emperor and an Empress on the table. We have a King and a Queen of Swords. So we got power couple vibes as well with the High Priestess. I feel like you could be so used to doing of everything, like very logically, strategically. Why do I feel like I'm speaking to a very strong masculine energy here? So you may be a masculine, but I'm reading energy rather than gender or sex, but I feel like there's something to do with, I'm getting like an alpha male vibe or an alpha energy. Somebody is so used to having control of absolutely everything, down to the last, I'm hearing itty bitty detail, right? Which is interesting, to the point where there's been a lot of management, but trying to then surrender and trust of your intuition and allow of the process without necessarily feeling like you understand or see the big picture, that's what's causing you stress. You're having difficulty with trusting and having faith. Somebody's having difficulty with trusting and surrendering and knowing and having faith that everything is working out in the way that it needs to. Yeah, Death card, Scorpio energy. I'm also getting there's this like transition, this transformation from the material to the more spiritual. Yeah, there's like the sense of an assessment on your life, looking back in retrospect here. Why do I really do feel like I'm speaking to a masculine energy, or about, I'm hearing about someone's masculine. Could be to do with a high-level soulmate, past life connection, or twin flame energy. Now, you could be a cross-watcher here, guys, as well. And this may resonate potentially for somebody else that you may be dealing with, or if you're not dealing with, there could be in your energy. Somebody feels like their foundation is going to completely crumble and go apart. And in a bad way, if they don't continue persevering or doing what it is that they have been doing, like everything's just going to fall to pieces. But certain things you need to have to fall apart to then fall into place, and it's scary. It's scary. But yeah, there's a cycle to that. I'm hearing the cycles of life. Actually, everything's going to work out better. Something is happening whereby I'm hearing going into uncharted territory. Somebody's stepping into uncharted territory as like this version of themselves that they've never been before. It's all brand new, and they're kind of like oddly excited about it, enthusiastic about it, actually wanting for this to happen. But then it's a sense of like feeling like somebody's sacrificing their old life or leaving an old version of themselves behind. And they feel a certain type of way about doing of that, because obviously, you know, we have nostalgia, we have memories, we have also, as older versions of ourselves, they have helped assist us to get to where we are now, and they serve of their purpose. But there's now the sense of evolving whereby that old version of you is not serving you anymore. And it's okay for them to, It's okay for you to let go of that older aspect of yourself, because something is being made in the way for you that's going to be, I'm hearing, better serving of you and assisting you for the next part of your journey. Yeah. 10 of Wands, the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, something was working for a while, but it's not working anymore. And so therefore there's a sense of having to trust of the process and following of your heart and letting go. I'm hearing of like emotional baggage that you've been carrying, or somebody's been carrying this emotional baggage on their backs. They feel like they have to with these obligations and responsibilities, but they don't have to anymore. Look at that, the Fool. Like, you see how this person's got like a really small bag on their back? Like hardly any baggage whatsoever. Because something's holding you, or something's holding somebody back from embracing the new, but yet it's like desperately want of this. Yeah, 6 of Cups. Yeah, there's a sense of looking back and remembering on times from before. In a sense of nostalgia and memories. But we're meant to grow, we're meant to change, we're meant to evolve. We're not meant to be staying the same. So I feel like there's something about embracing and not being fearful. Even though we don't necessarily see what's going to be up ahead for us or whether it's going to work out, we can only do our best at the time. Rather than stressing over it here with the 9 of Swords. So there's a sense of somebody has been worrying too much about their past and worrying too much about their future and not being enough in the now, being present. Yeah, being present here. Knight of Pentacles. Wow, look, that's crazy to me, because I thought all my cards were upright. And you saw how it's starting to flip in my hand, right? And I went like this. So you're going from analysis paralysis, being in your head and being too much in your feelings about whatever you've been dealing with, right? And you're coming out of that, because that's what wanted to come through. That you're getting out of that. I'm getting something to do with consistently working on a particular goal or a plan. I don't know why I just heard like somebody feels like they're reinventing themselves or rebranding themselves, or they're discovering their purpose in life or their soul mission or something. Yeah, the Hangman, Pisces energy. There's something about being enlightened here. Maybe like following of your North Node. Well, that could be something that's being researched here or looked into. Justice, Libra energy. Everything will balance out. Everything will work out in the end. Look at that. There's your energy. King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Everything will work out in the end. It will balance itself. I definitely feel like you've been closing out this very long-winded process of Pluto being in Capricorn. And you're going to feel like you're getting your energy back. Closing a huge, I'm hearing a karmic cycle as well. Huge karmic cycle. Wishes are becoming fulfilled. There is a stronger focus of now recognizing that you have new dreams. You have new dreams. Yeah, new ambition, new goals, new dreams. I'm hearing a new way to define success. And you're going after this. I'm hearing ultimately you're actually very happy with the changes you've been making. But now and again you do potentially question yourself as to whether they are, you know, the right ones that you are making, or whether you're just going into something with feet first. But I feel like you know that they are the right decisions for you. Yeah, because you're coming from a good place with your heart, with the Ace of Cups. But you doubt yourself here, or you question yourself. And when you start doubting yourself or questioning yourself with your intuition, then things get clouded. And I feel like you could be realizing that now. You have some really wonderful things coming through for you. Yep, the Hierophant, big changes. But it's taken a lot for you to get to this position and place. I'm getting something to do with a spiritual awakening or the dark night, the soul. Wow. My throat kind of chakra just closed up for a second then, so kind of felt a bit choked up then. So yeah, I feel like there's been something to do with an ascension symptom or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, you're definitely... You see how this person, it's literally like they're floating? I'm getting ascension. So I feel like you're ascending. And I'm hearing you don't even really realise that you are. But you are. There's some very big changes going on with your body, and you may just feel like it was just run-of-the-mill, like cold or cough or what have you because of the season. But actually, I'm hearing no. These are ascension symptoms. I don't know why I got cold. Like, I'm hearing got called to say that. Wow. But yeah, I'm definitely getting cold. So something about a cold, but final message. Wheel of Fortune, everything happening in divine timing. So you haven't, I'm hearing, missed out on anything. You feel like you have missed out on something, but you haven't. There is a big change to do with a particular area of your life. This could be love even. Somebody feels like they've missed an opportunity, or to be with somebody that they love, they care for deeply. I'm getting all choked up here, guys. So somebody really feels very much guided, I'm hearing, to come through. Look at that, as I effing say that with the Knight of Cups. You know, you heard me say that before I pulled the card. Knight of Cups. So somebody feels like they missed out an opportunity in love. But I'm hearing they haven't. And so somebody's making their way to you, or you're making your way to somebody to express that the connection is felt on a deeper emotional and spiritual level. And that the feelings are there, the love is there, the care is there. And that this is something that can't be denied between you and this person. You know, times have been tough, but look, with the Ten of Wands in the Sun, you're closing out a cycle to do with this, whatever this is, between you and someone, and brighter days are ahead. Things getting easier for you both. Things improving. Last card about this love message I'm just getting. Eight of Cups. Yeah, somebody feels like they don't have a chance because they walked away, or they ghosted, or they went quiet. But a separation was necessary. There was healing that needed to take place before the coming together with the Ten of Cups and celebrating with the Three of Cups. That's the truth with the Ace of Swords. Okay? So anyway, guys, that's all the messages I'm picking up on. So pretty much all the signs came through, but whatever kind of really stood out to you the most in regards to angel numbers. But I'm picking up on 888 333 1010 1111 111 444 414 144 333 999 as well. But yeah, so those signs that I called out may be very significant. But anyway, guys, that's going to be the end of your reading. Many messages came through, so obviously only take what you feel resonates and leave the rest. I do feel that this could potentially be for you, or someone that you're dealing with that's in your energy. But I did eventually pick up on a very strong masculine kind of energy coming through. So obviously just take that however that may resonate. But that's going to be the end of the read. So I hope that there have been some messages, a few messages, if not the whole reading, that potentially resonated. And if you have enjoyed this reading and you wish to support myself and the channel, there are donation links available. There is a PayPal link in the description box below, and the other option is Super Thanks, which is listed underneath this video. So thank you so much to those of you who have already donated. I greatly appreciate you guys. And even if you don't financially donate, a wonderful way to energetically donate is to like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll get back to you guys in those comments when I can. So thank you so much. I do love reading those. Please hit the notification bell so you get an alert as to when I post another video for you and you don't miss out on future posts on the community board. And please feel free to check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury and North Node placements in the other zodiac signs. So you can receive more messages to do with your timeless next 7-day current energy check-in reads. But thank you for being here, thank you for watching, and I'll see you and speak to you soon, so take care. Bye guys.